Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you from the cigar cave in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
The cigar show for the community, by the community.
A forum that talks stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle.
If you're looking for ratings, negativity, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place.
Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us
At the Cigar Junkies Facebook group
or contacting us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com. What's up, junkies? And what's up, Colby?
Colby.
Hi, Colby. It's nice
howdy.
to see you out there. She's a busy lady. Her and Pam always running around, man. Fucking trips everywhere. I don't.
So she posted she was going to be at Mary's Vine. I was like, hey, sorry, I can't make it out tonight. I'll be at the shop all day.
I wanted to do that one.
So they came down to the shop.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Thank you guys, all that. And she's like, yeah, we ran up to Grove City real quick first. I'm like, wait, you just hopped up to Grove City?
Well, with the amount of miles they're putting on their vehicle already, it's not a big difference, I guess.
That's just, I don't want to be in the car that long. But she was saying that they live for that. They're all about just get in the car and go.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, oil field maybe.
As long as you can smoke in it.
Yeah, I don't think she does. I don't think Colby smokes in the car. Colby,
you're missing out. If you aren't smoking in your vehicle, it's like one of the best places to smoke. Some of the best cigars I've ever had have been by myself in my truck, waking up, having time to listen to a podcast. Oh, went heading to Gaithersburg. I don't know what Gaithersburg is, but she does. She does it right. They smoke in there. So good for them.
On their way down to Maryland.
Yeah,
they got another trip planned.
This is the best thing about the new truck is that fucking when I turned the heat on, somebody already smoked in it. I could tell, and I'm like, cherry's broken.
Good to go.
Let's go, baby. So how's the week been for you, sir? Trying to get on a sleep schedule.
Yeah, I'm trying to rearrange my sleep and get some habits. Yeah. I've been just forcing myself to go to bed at like 10 o'clock. The first couple of nights I laid there till like 3. And then I laid there till 2, 1. So now the last night I was asleep by like midnight, 12:30. So it's a nice little change.
There you go.
And then shortly after that storm picked up even more and all the kids came to bed and woke me up. But the attempt was there.
There you go.
There was a little bit of time of that. Going back to the gym, actually trying to keep it to like 4 days a week. So going giving that a fair shot this time, and I will say that it hurts a lot. So
I think like a lot of other respects, I'm like Homer Simpson in that regard. Like he gets up and goes for the late night walk because he can't sleep, and he like stumbles into a gym. Yeah, he's like, Gime. What's a Gime? He walks in the door. He goes, oh, Gime. Jesus, that's about my familiarity at this point. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've set foot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more for giving me a reason to wake up.
Yeah,
like I like being awake at 4 or 5 in the morning. It's a good time to be awake.
That's fair. And I enjoy usually my day like after getting up early. It's nice to like just chill, especially like before you have to work and stuff. But I just cannot convince my body that it's a good idea.
Just can't. No. The two of you can't get on the same page.
Oh, very much no. Yeah, dude. I am near impossible to get out of bed unless I have a reason to. So that gym's a reason to, but that would still be a choice for me. And that is not a choice I'm making. I'll tell you that right now. Don't bet on me on that one.
Well, that's half the reason I like it is because I don't want to do it. Like I hate going.
Yeah.
I'm so bored the whole time I'm there. Like I despise being at the gym. I don't like being sore all the time. I don't like getting up early, and I definitely don't like sitting there because it's boring.
I mean, you could have been listening to the Jeffrey Scales podcast.
It's boring.
I still need to oil that chair.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I feel like it's getting worse too.
Yeah, I think it's a product of it being the silly sausage chair.
The silly sausage chair.
Yeah,
yeah. Did he
squeak?
I didn't. So
he didn't fondle your sausages. I can't believe you still didn't listen or watch.
I listened to it. I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'll give you partial credit.
I was gonna say I haven't watched it yet, but I'm not gonna watch it. Like I listened to it. I can't do that twice.
Yeah. It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah.
And you don't have the time to watch it.
No.
And you know what you're gonna see. You're gonna see this plus Scales, and you know what Scales looks like.
Yeah, and I have a pretty good idea of what you're going to talk about. So yeah, like all that jazz. But no, I got that. I'm having trouble getting a hold of the inspector. So I called him last Friday, trying to set up an appointment for this week. I called him again yesterday, asking, hey, can you give me a call back and let me know? So I lost a week on that, but I'm having him come out just so that I can mud the humidor, get it painted, and actually get the shelves in there and get the humidification turned on.
Let everything acclimate.
Yeah, and just give it some time. So it's not stopping me that he hasn't come out, but it's kind of annoying.
Sure.
So, yeah. How about you?
I don't even know. I don't think anything too crazy, man. Just like the normal stuff. Work home. It's been okay.
Yeah.
Been, I'm a little frustrated waiting for my wall to go up, but at this point, I'm just so grateful that they're doing it in January.
Yeah.
But like they've taken some days off that it's like, oh, the weather looks like it's going to be crap. And then it ended up being beautiful and they weren't here. They don't do the weekends and stuff. And it's like, I'm so appreciative. So I'm not like really ragging, but I may as well vent. It's like, sorry, Joe, if this is a repeat for you. But it's like, it's January.
Yeah.
I don't know what weather you're waiting for.
Yeah,
it's not going to get better than it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
today's a great indication. It was, what, 60 degrees yesterday?
Yeah, dude. And that yesterday it was supposed to rain all day, so they didn't come. And yesterday ended up being beautiful.
Beautiful.
And they could have probably smacked it yesterday. Then all they would have had to do is come back and put the top stones on and stuff. That's all things they could do no matter what the weather is.
Even if you had to wait till spring for that.
So at least it's 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah.
Starting a new podcast tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
We'll see how that goes. It may be a one and done. I don't know. I'm sure that the overlap of like gamers and cigar smokers is not huge. So I don't think it's going to be for any of the maybe one or two of the people out there, but it's going to be on the new show, The Last of Us, which is, of course, is based on the PlayStation game. So it's going to be me, an old buddy of mine, my brother-in-law, and hopefully my wife.
Oh, that'd be cool.
She does not want to be on camera, so it might end up being an audio only.
So what?
But again, I mean, for those purposes, the only reason that we even went video for this show is because of the fact that the demographic we're trying to reach is so small. You want to be on as many platforms as possible to get them. But like with a new popular show on HBO, people are going to be Googling it. Right. Like if you have a podcast about that, like I remember listening to several different Game of Thrones podcasts, Walking Dead, stuff like that, just because you're like, I just want to hear everybody's take on it.
Right. What they think of it here and there.
So like, I feel like it's going to have
what's the name?
The possibility. So it's going to be The Last of Yins.
The Last.
I don't know if I told you that before and you were setting me up or it was an honest ask. It's The Last of Yins.
Nice.
Yeah. It was like felt appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, I like it a lot. It's the last Yins coming down to
the nice thing is the logo is so easy to duplicate because it's just text for The Last of Us. It's just
is that all it is?
The Last of Us.
Okay.
And so for
the Last of Yins.
Yeah, it was like the easiest logo I've ever made. Like it was
no
so
faces,
easy.
No skulls, no this, no that.
Yeah. Like next week should be next month should be pretty easy too. I think we'll just put like instead of us being in a circle, we'll change it to a heart and we'll be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A shamrock in March and then bunny ears in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
May we just gonna do flowers? You got to put flowered crowns on us.
But dude, it'll be super soft.
Super soft
Cigar Junkies logo.
Yes. SS Junkies logo.
All right, you want to get into it?
Do it.
All right, let's go. Ooh, I almost pushed the wrong board. I had to remember who provided the cigars.
It's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Just the Tip Cigars. Are you looking for the best selection of boutique cigars? Do you want the tried and true legacy brands that are synonymous with the cigar lifestyle? Do you want luxurious cutters, lighters, and other accessories? Do you want to relax in the most comfortable cigar lounge in the burg? Then you want Just the Tip Cigars. Conveniently located in the Bavarian Village Shopping Center in South Park, Pennsylvania, Just the Tip Cigars has been tailor-built to your smoking needs. Whether you visit in person or on the web at justthetipcigars.com. When it comes to cigars, Just the Tip is the whole package.
Soon to be fine establishment. I need to put that in there, like the little text that you read at the bottom, like the small print. Soon to be a fine, like just say it real fast. The Just the Tip Cigar of the Week we're feeling charitable, so we're smoking the Los Caidos. 6x54 Toro. This is a Nicaraguan Puro, meaning the wrapper, binder, and fillers all originate from Nicaragua.
Yes.
And Los Caidos, Spanish for the fallen cigars, were created by Steve Zengel, the founder of Life of a Ride Time. I never actually read that part. I just copy-pasted from their website. An organization dedicated to helping the families of police officers and firefighters who were killed in the line of duty. Part of the proceeds from sales of Los Caidos cigars go to help those families, $1 per cigar. The Los Caidos cigars are handmade at the Tabacos Vala del Jalapa factory in Nicaragua, which makes cigars for Illusion, Warped Cigars, and other top-rated brands. As far as, is that, so I've seen other information out there. Is that a different name for Aganorsa?
Yes.
Okay, so it is Aganorsa that makes it.
I was actually sitting here debating on like how I wanted to say or if I wanted to say anything about that because I'm like, wait a minute, I know how I found out about Steve and it was through Aganorsa, so I thought it was from them. I got the box this time.
So the interesting thing about this cigar is that there's two options. There you go. Yeah, that makes it known.
Yeah,
you want the camera? I give it to you. So the thing about this cigar is it actually comes in, there's two different ones. However, they're both the same one. There's a red and there's a blue. The only difference is who you're supporting, I suppose, right? Or does it not even matter?
Theory.
Well, if you're buying the box and the box has both of them,
right,
then in theory it's nothing. It's 50-50.
Yeah, so...
right?
Right.
Unless you could buy a box that has all red or all blue.
So on the banner on the front, it's family members of fallen U.S. police and fire. So it's one fund that goes to both.
It makes sense.
Both groups. And I do like the fact they leave an empty section here. So our cigars are on either side. There's an empty section there for the fallen that you're getting it for.
That's
cool. Little concept on it. And
yeah, I like the fact that they got the pull-out tag. It's always nice from a retailer standpoint, right? To have something
a little bit of information, lets people know.
Absolutely. And the other nice thing I like about them, right, is that you actually get the explanation of how much.
Right.
So it's like you're not going like, oh man,
is it
like
percentage based?
Like, no. Yeah, you know exactly how much of your purchase is going to a charitable organization, which is, like fucking good. Don't keep us in the dark. Like, let us know. Like the guy wants to grow the company, you got to make money and pay people and shit too. But you know that, 10%, softly, you said 10%, somewhere around that neighborhood, is going to go to the charity.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a great thing. And like you said, I like the fact that he puts out there, like, this is what we're doing. It's written on the box.
That's the coffee machine turning off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
That little guy? Don't worry about that.
What do we do with our equipment?
We test it.
That's right.
No, it just...
shenanigans. I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
You know what? It's really funny that I actually almost put that soundbite in, and I was like, when am I going to get to use that? And then you quoted it. I'm like, fuck.
Son of a bitch. But no, the way he does it all is cool. He makes one blend. Now, there's only one size, but he does do releases of a torpedo.
Okay.
And when you get those in the presentation box, there's 11 cigars in there, but it's 12 cigars wide, so one's missing.
It makes, at least he went with like a popular size.
Right. Yeah,
right.
Same cigar in a torpedo.
Right. So, I mean, you put out a bunch of different stuff and just hope you catch somebody. I think it makes a little bit more sense than to going, okay, we know this cigar size is like the most popular. Maybe people that don't prefer that size are going to cross over just because of the fact that it's for something good. Right.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. So I am still drinking my homemade.
It was good, dude.
Espresso
don't
martini.
Judge me. It was yummy.
I was just going to ask, like, well, I wanted to give myself the little pat and then find out where you're going next.
Yeah, I am moving on to. I did not know that the espresso martini was going to be my lead in here.
Yeah.
But just Lagunitas Classic IPA, just a really drinkable beer.
I think this is as good as any of the ones I've made before.
No, this is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
betterness to the espresso-ness.
There's just not a bite on the edge of it like there normally is.
All right.
So I don't know what's different on how it does it, this time versus the last time you did it, but
probably better measurements if I had to guess. But
sorry about that.
I see Heather Endurance has popped in here.
Hello.
I feel like there's no way in hell Heather has never had an espresso martini. But if you haven't, you're fucking missing out. Espresso martinis are the shit. If you haven't had one, they pair great with cigars.
Your explanation was fantastic. Just good on you.
All right. Wow.
Just espresso. Anything espresso is going to go good with a cigar. I agree.
Starting off the year right here. Fucking, I gotta chop that clip out later.
No. He's like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that audio at least might come back up. The wife is here too. She doesn't know. Heather hasn't had one. I'm very surprised.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with you.
It's a very basic thing, I would think. I don't know. So I'm going to say hi to my wife and hi to Gilligan, because I assume Gilligan is with her. I don't know if she's watching too. But if not, hi, Gilligan. It's my wife's old coworker that was like her best buddy at work, and then she left her and went to a different company. So yeah, she's a traitor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know, they're still buddies and shit, so they're still hanging out. So like, I can't hate too much.
She's the only one of Shannon's friends that I don't like.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
Can't be mean to my girl or his girl,
that's right.
But Shannon.
Yeah, she's also her Corey size friend too, because she's fucking tiny.
Well, can we just call it pocket sized?
It's the Odd Couple, right?
I couldn't tell you on that one.
I think so. If my Simpsons references have taught me anything, that's the Odd Couple. Because I've never actually watched the Odd Couple, but I know the damn music a little bit.
I don't at all.
Yeah, all right.
Not like I don't remember the Odd Couple at all.
I only know it from other references.
Okay,
it's one of those things. It's like I've never watched the original.
Yeah,
but like, you know, it's catchy.
Yeah,
and fucking it's like somewhere along the lines
of
Simpsons.
Seinfeld. I know a bunch of references before I ever even started watching it. Now it's just like, oh, there's context to that. That either made it more or less.
I can't wait until you have the shop open, because I imagine that there's going to be, hopefully not too much, but I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of like fucking downtime. You know, you're going to have some hours where you're not going to be packed. Like, that's just realistic, right? Yeah. And when you're all set up and chilling and you're like have to be there, put on some Seinfeld in the background, or put on some things that's like, okay, I could do my reference education research.
Exactly. It'll give me time. You know, I'll be doing inventory with Seinfeld walking around with me.
Oh yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah, you don't need to have it on. You just need to know what the audio cues are for the future.
Like, what's the reason for this?
That's right. Yeah, I keep reaching out because every time I want to hit a button, my hand's too far away, and then I'll like reach in. I'm like, it's not the right time. But I try to like then after, it's like keep my hand in the realm. It's like, you never know. That's one of the things I actually look forward to the most about doing this other podcast, is I am not going to be like the lead host.
No.
Like, I basically what I told him is, so nobody else has any experience with this at all. Not that this is like tremendous on a resume. But it was like, we're going to talk about that fucking show anyway. So let's talk about it in front of microphones.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we have the ability to, let's just try it.
Yeah.
And, but my buddy Mal is more of the subject matter expert. Like, he has played every second available of the game franchise.
Oh, wow.
I played the first one. I didn't play the second one. I didn't even know there was DLC on the first one. Like, he's been following this and so excited for this show release. And I've been excited, but not quite to the level that he has. Yeah. And my brother-in-law, Sean, is in the same boat as me. He played the first one, not the second one. And Shannon only knows the show, period.
Yeah.
Because she knows, she's like heard little bits and pieces, but she never played the game. So it's like, you got like a round little group of different perspectives for everybody, you know, so there's like something for everybody there perspective wise. But the cool thing is, I told my buddy, I'm like, if you want to do this, like, you're the guy that knows more about this shit than most anybody. Yeah. So like, whatever the structure is that you want to do, here's the options. But like, I want you to do the notes for it, like to do the structure, the backbone, and like, let's be freeform, but let's have a structure.
Yeah.
But it'd be great if I could just do like the introductions and kind of get everybody comfortable, and then not be. I don't want to.
You just want to focus on pushing buttons.
I want to. I am a button pusher. May as well give me more focus for that. Because like right now, when we do this show, there's too many things for me going on to have my finger on the buttons all the time and ready to just react.
Yeah.
Fuck you. My dad yelled at me again for language. It might have to come back for 2023. He's like, somebody's going to come along. It's going to want to support you because your show is so good. But they're not going to because of your language. It's going to be an issue. And I'm like, well, if they tell us they're going to give us money if we clean it up, I'll clean it up. But
my language is English.
I mean, you look at the other stuff out there. Like, there's so many other shows that are sponsored that swear all the time. Like, I don't think anybody gives a shit.
No,
I don't think anybody does.
No more fucks to give.
Like, unless like, you know, Gerber baby food decides they want to support
jump in
us.
on it. Yeah,
but babies don't understand swears.
And they really, they're not a real good cigar market.
No. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well.
Just saying.
I hadn't gone down
that way.
Well, the problem is the thought hadn't entered my brain until like 3 seconds after the words came out of my mouth. So I hadn't had time to mentally consider the options.
Like, oh, yeah, that could. Oh, yeah, that's the more obvious one.
What's up, Seth Jones?
Mr. Jones. So, what do you think so far?
I've had this cigar before and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's decent. It's like a right down the middle of the road type of cigar, I think.
I think it's priced great. I think it's like it tastes what it cost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's levels to it, so you can sit there and you can flavor profile it. You can pair it with things. You can play with it. But
I will play with it.
I'll play with it often.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a great overall cigar.
I think part of my problem is I moved that too far away. Maybe if I put the old Stream Deck back, I like how streamlined everything looks all together over there, but it does cut back on the reaction time.
Okay. What, dude? You tell me about it as though I care or I'm going to do anything with it. I'm not sitting there. I don't give a shit.
Explaining what I'm doing.
You're mansplaining.
And I'm filling
You're
time.
Mansplaining at this point.
Filling time.
Just fill up.
Get in the kitchen and make me some dinner.
Damn it! Go get me a sandwich. No, I really enjoy the cigar.
Yeah, it's good, man. Like for me, it's like a great straight down the middle of the road, and again, which is really smart for the purpose, right? The brand was created with the intention of supporting charitable organizations.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to do that, and you're trying to make money, you're trying to get it in as many hands as possible. Mm-hmm. So you want something that's approachable by anybody, and you know, people that aren't going to turn up their nose at it, but not be afraid of it either.
Yeah, I mean, it's written right here on the Lagunitas: highly balanced, super drinkable. This is highly balanced, super smokable.
I wouldn't recommend drinking it.
Yeah, that would be painful, I think.
I've been there.
I mean, smoothies. I like smoothies. I'm a big fan of smoothies.
I feel like this would stick in your throat.
I mean, I wouldn't start with I would, maybe grind it up a bit, add some liquids to it.
Yeah, we know your gag reflex is gone anyways.
Yeah, non-existent at best.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's a good all-around smoke.
So Seth Jones, apparently Sam has decided that me and you are just the Goldsy bashing crew. I like how fucking Goldsy said something and he just tags us. It's like no mention of anything. He's just
I was like, here you go, boys.
I might see Goldsy soon, so I don't want to say nothing, but let me just clue you guys into what's going on here so you could jump on top of it. I just wanted to make sure
you didn't miss it. It was, it's very important.
I like your response. It was like, oh, you really fucking went all in on that one. It's like, well, you knew what you were getting. How come that me with no buyer's remorse? You knew what was happening.
What did you say? You're like,
he said, what the fuck is yacht music? First of all,
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Billy Joel is.
I can tell you right
so
now,
he can tell us.
My income is way too low to have any clue of what the fuck yacht music is. I assume it's music you'll listen to on a big boat.
Yacht rock.
I've been on a yacht once. My dad had a friend in Florida that owned a yacht, and it was like, it was nice. It was a nice boat. Ship, whatever the fuck. I know somebody
I think
gets.
You're supposed to call it a yacht.
I know nice somebody's fucking getting butt hurt by my terminology for sure, or boat hurt or whatever.
Oh, Pink Floyd is the greatest yacht rock band ever.
Yo, I say we just clobber Goldsy with that. Anytime we say it and he gets pissed off, just be like, "Don't be boat hurt.
Don't be boat hurt." Oh, get him.
So, I guess the idea was somebody chimed in and was like, "Yo, that's yacht
Scales
rock." Scales,
yeah.
And fucking Goats lost his shit. Like, it's not yacht rock. And so I went all in. I was like, I am not a Billy Joel expert by any means, and I've never heard of yacht rock before. But I can tell you with absolute certainty that Billy Joel is the poster child for yacht rock. Not only that, but he owns a yacht named Rock,
And a rock.
and
named-
on that yacht, there's a pet rock named Yacht. It's like fucking fully invested. And then I went down the rabbit hole with, because the other thing is we hit him on is the fucking Floyd. So I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
What is this wee stuff? I didn't say anything. I just asked you what you thought. That's
this shit
all I did.
all originated before me.
All
though.
I did.
I was brought
No, nope. I just said, what do you think?
in. Listen, I am just a mercenary in this battle. If you've got a problem, talk to the bankroll.
Look, I have in writing proof that all I said was, what do you think? I just wanted your opinion.
All right. So Colby says she listens to Yacht Rock all summer long.
She says, like,
and it's
Christopher Cross.
70s mellow rock.
So Billy Joel.
So it sounds like to me, sir.
Yeah, that's. I feel like Billy Joel was exactly.
All I know is you were like, here you go. You pointed me in a direction and I jumped in there.
Heather made a good point. She said it's not to be confused with yacht rap.
Okay.
Which I think is like some old school hip hop, hippie to the dippy to the hip hop.
I imagine it's actually not, but I imagine that it's like the kind of shit that they turn down when they go next to like the black people on the other boats.
They turn down for what?
Right, like, and so that may have sounded bad, but I'm just painting a picture
it
of
actually
the
wasn't
beginning
sounding
of
good, yeah.
Office Space. You remember in Office Space, you got the little fucking nerdy guy who's actually probably named after a dude that did soft rock or the yacht rock, Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
The Michael Bolton guy's like riding in and he's listening to this gangster rap, and some like black dude rolls up, who's like rolls the window up and turns it down real low. Oh no, it was like a guy selling flowers.
Yeah.
He was selling fucking flowers on the side of the road. He turns the music all down and waits for him to go away and turns it back up.
Heather won. She said boats and hose.
Ooh, there you go.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
No. Dude, I was somewhere and a guy came in. We were watching Chappelle's show. There's like 15 of us sitting around watching Chappelle's show. And the one dude paused it when the guy came in. I looked at him, I went, did you just pause it because he's black? The black dude turned and looked at him real fast. And he looks at the TV. He's like, dude, I love Chappelle. What are you doing? We're like, he got so awkward. He's just sitting there like, we were having trouble hearing you.
Sometimes I do think maybe we shouldn't do this show live because there are things that we probably should edit out.
Nah, it was fun. Seth Jones said he understood that reference to boats and hose.
I understood that reference.
There it is.
That's for you, Sethy.
There it is. He understood that reference.
Giggity, giggity.
All right.
Oh, I got one of those too.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah.
So what is your favorite Quagmire moment?
Internet porn.
Mine too. Where he comes out and he's like, I found the internet.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, whoa.
I'm just going to hide my forearms under the table.
Right.
Because
why is he so
that
small?
comedic moment was not relatable. It was just funny. I don't have
resemble
any
that remark.
experience. Fucking, it's not that I needed it. I had magazines when I was a kid. I had a fucking stack of them that like my buddy would
magazines.
steal them out from like his dad's mattress and then fucking sell them to me.
Oh,
It's like, hey Joe, why are the pages stick together?
thrice crispy. No. Thrice crispy treats.
It's like these magazines all have a certain aroma to them.
There's a, yep. Nope. They are, I would like to get one, but I can't pick them up. Lubriderm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got
yeah.
access to all kinds of good stuff right now.
I got my first one from I found it in Mingo Park. I found a Playboy in Mingo Park. That's where I got my first one. It was just laying back in the woods. Looking back, I'm like, that's not great.
When I didn't have access, I'd go into Kogo's and buy Cosmo because they like talk about stuff in there.
That got you going.
Yeah, I was like, hey, fucking, I was like 13 or 14 years old. You're like, hey, whatever.
Mrs. Buttersworth
You know,
pulls
it's
it
like
off at that point.
yeah.
Like,
Kids are so spoiled nowadays with the internet.
right?
It's like, what's your favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to?
Oh,
I was like, Home and Garden.
oh my god.
Wait for it.
Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yup.
That was like, it was a very relatable moment in that
You're like,
movie for me. I was like, Cosmo. Definitely Cosmo.
Oh,
I think
Scales. He went for National
Yeah,
Geographic.
let's not quote him directly.
Yeah, he just like National Geographic.
That's right. I'm good with that.
Perfect. All we need.
That's all I have to say about that.
Slinky, slinky.
I need to write that
What's
shit
that?
down. Oh, that's the other one that I keep forgetting. Write that down.
Write that down.
And whatever I just said.
I don't listen to you. Just like you don't listen to me.
What I just say, chat room?
Them, not me.
Guys, I just said something and it was gold, and then it transferred me into something else.
And then I said, write that down.
Write that down. So that's one.
Write that down.
And then kids, what else did I say? That's how my attention span is. I don't even listen to my fucking self.
I think
so when I don't listen to you, don't get upset.
Huh? Okay. Did it have something to do with Slinky or National Geographic?
No, nothing to do with Slinky. Had something to do with like the magazines. I said something and I was like, oh, that was it.
That was yeah.
I could at least look at the timestamp. So all right, like 30 minutes, 29 and a half to 30 minutes.
So you got a chance.
Somebody should help me. Yeah.
Not me.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Seth. Yes. Yes, 100% Forrest Gump.
That's all I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jeff's just gonna keep typing the same thing, trying to get us to say it.
Let's not do that.
Like, come on, bro. Help us out. You know what?
You're not doing yourself any favors to try to get another invite onto the show.
Well, no, you know what? If you need Jeff to stop, you just go like this.
That's right.
And yawn. And apparently it's game over for him. He can't not yawn now. So, haha. So every minute on the minute, Jeff, for the rest of the show, I'm just gonna
yawn. Oh man.
Sorry. Yeah, feeling much better now.
That's a Futurama reference to me.
Oh, really?
Because fucking Bender goes in and fucking tranquilizes all the horses except for his. And so, like, he wins by the length of the whole track. And Fry's mad, yelling at his horse. He's like, no, get up, get up. And he starts yawning. And he's like, what the hell are you? Oh, damn it, it's contagious. Like, he didn't know up until that point. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Oh.
Or if really, if you want to shut Jeff down, you just talk about how good looking he is.
Well, that's how you shut him down, because you've made it awkward.
Yes. And my wife was very proud of me because I only called him good looking Jeff like one time, and I didn't even lean into it.
I didn't even pay attention.
Well, yeah, I did it like one time. I had to get the obligatory, thing out there. Did it just dump you for no reason?
It said comments and reactions now hidden.
Oh, okay. What mine does is Facebook will just go away.
And now
every once
Jeff
in a while.
Scales, Seth Jones, and 2 others are watching you.
It's
Jesus
so creepy,
is watching you.
It's so creepy when you see it.
Right.
It's like fucking.
Oh, so
motherfuckers. Because that happens.
Yeah.
Because fucking Seth Jones might be in the goddamn driveway. You don't know.
You don't know what
I'm
we've
like
arranged
looking
for
at
each
the
other.
mail slot in the garage door. I'm like, who the fuck's out there?
He's like, wait, why is there a crowd? What's this blue chip? Oh, you son of a bitch. No, so I heard Jeff bring it up the other day of like, he's like, mine's not catching up. You're seeing the people come in. And so it says how many people are in the chat room that are watching you that you're friends with. So you only get the notification that you're, such and such.
Is the eyeball number still accurate?
The eyeball number should still be accurate.
All right. It seems
At least that's
right.
that's my understanding of it.
That looks like about our audience right there.
Yeah. Which is, you know what? Exactly where we wants to be.
We talked about it early on, right? It was like, if nobody watches, that's fine. It wasn't even watch. It was listens. Yeah. It was like if we just get a couple of people. And honestly, if the only audience we ever got was what we have already, I'd be cool with that because they fucking interact with us.
They're good people.
Yeah, dude.
They're just fun.
Like the fucking people that there's only been a couple that I really met after they'd already listened to the show.
Oh.
But that handful of people is like, so fucking cool.
Yeah.
They're good.
Pretty much everybody here.
People. Yeah, absolutely. And then, I talked to, I said this to Jeff last week. Fuck, I lost it. And now I'm trying to slow down and catch myself up to what the fuck was I going to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to tell me. That's the point.
I will find it.
Find what?
And I will kill it.
Kill what?
I don't remember the name of that movie even. I'm not a cricket, bro.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I swear. Colby said,
I know what it was.
Shucks, guys.
It was, what other podcast do you listen to where you could sit there and go I got a realistic chance of ending up on this show?
I'm probably going to be there
motherfuckers out there listening to Rogan or fucking the Cigar Authority or fucking, the Office ladies or whatever. And it's like, what chance do you have ending up on that show? Nothing.
What is the Office ladies?
That's actually 2 of the actresses from The Office. that do like episode by episode, fucking like, you know, one show per episode. They go the whole way through, give you like behind the scenes shit. My wife was a huge fan of that show, and she listens to that podcast. So it's like still active because they didn't start it until after the show was over.
They're keeping it alive kind of thing.
And it is like Rogan, it gets a lot of awards for like one of the most listened to podcasts because that show had such a huge following, and the behind the scenes stuff is really cool. It's good. I've listened to it a few times. What's up, Patty?
That's awesome. Patty. Hey, they're getting ready to go to Vegas, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go. You guys should be heading to what? Are you guys leaving today? Or are you just getting ready to leave?
So my question is, who's going to get mounted in the street with Sam back here in Pittsburgh?
I feel like you shouldn't even have to ask that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she's probably got a custom-made saddle for Chichingo. Like she's probably just going to sit on him in the airplane. Feels like a Family Guy sketch.
It does, actually.
Very
like,
much.
To the point I'm like, wait, did you steal that?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Huh.
But maybe. It's always possible. But like, you know, when you guys are sitting there thinking about like, who are we going to watch on Friday evening or who are we going to listen to? Just remember, you two may end up on the show someday. Unless you have self-respect, in which case, you know, fucking...
Yeah.
Good
but I mean, you wouldn't be listening to the show if you had self-respect.
That's reasonable.
We don't have to worry like that. That's not a non-issue. Not a problemo.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's get into some background. This is copy-paste background. I didn't like...
I have some more.
Oh,
not much, but I got more. You go, and then I'll fill in what I have.
All right. There's something there, but I'm just going to leave it go. Los Caidos started as a retail cigar shop in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, but was quickly wiped out by Hurricane Sandy. After opening in a new location, Steve learned of brutal and tragic deaths of 2 local law enforcement officers, both of whom were killed approximately 10 miles from their new location. Steve jumped in to help. He was already involved in charitable work and immediately wanted to get involved. But it wasn't enough. The families needed $20,000, and Beach House Cigars, the name of the shop, was giving $200,000. Then one of Steve's closest friends, who's also a successful franchise owner of Jersey Mike's, Matt Catania, suggested that Steve create a national cigar brand and give back a portion of every cigar sold, just as Jersey Mike's does with their sub sandwiches. When Steve asked how much they gave back, Matt responded with one word: millions. Within months, Beach House Cigars was shut down and Los Caidos was born.
So I don't have any...
That's commitment.
I have no actual like cigar related Steve Zengel. I just have like the guy's a basketball addict. So apparently before all that, he was a Division I college basketball coach, like full on, like did some stuff. That's about it. That's pretty much what I was given when I
Did he do some stuff or did he do a thing? Because that's all you really gave us was he did a thing.
He did a thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's more than I've ever done.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I
let's get the semantics right.
I called around and asked a couple questions to try and get something, and that's pretty much all I get out of anybody.
I think Patty was reacting to me talking about riding Chichingo on a saddle, and she says "yee hee." I think she may have confused her Michael Jackson and cowboy slogans on that one.
I think it was more of a he.
I don't know. I think it was more of like an autocorrect thing or something.
Nasty. Yeah, we should just stop there. I don't want to know what. I cannot hit that high note.
You cannot.
No.
I
did a different one, but it's not the same.
I bet you did in Vegas though.
No, that was just.
I like how he gets lower to try to cover up. He was like, "No, I was cool. I was calm. I was
good.
I was like, I was gonna fuck you up. You better get off me."
Man, I got real calm and cool real quick. Like, there was no question on that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm contemplating going to TPE for one day. I might fly in the morning, fly out that night, just to go, just to check out the floor and see what different brands are there than the ones I met at PCA.
I look forward to going to one of those things someday. Some guy told me last year that he was going to make sure that I got to go this year as an employee of his.
I said you'd have an opportunity.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that timeline was probably similar to the timeline he thought he was going to open his shop.
Yes and no. It depends on the inventory situation come June.
Yeah.
It's going to dictate my my participation in PCA this year.
All right, so my show prep is minimal, but it's still a pain in the ass, and it's a little bit weak. I've been trying to think of something that would like be a little bit more interesting, and I feel like we could introduce a segment. Probably neither of us is going to be able to do the work to do this every week, but if we got suggestions from our loyal crowd here that checks
pretty
in
much
with
we
us.
have our like the majority of our, I mean
they're here.
Yeah, we got a bunch now.
Yeah, so it went up by 1.
Hey, when that's a 10% increase, more than a 10% increase, that's a lot.
15% right there. No, but I'm thinking of oh shit, what was I gonna call it? So basically what it was gonna be was the segment was gonna be called Shots Fired. And I was a little bit kind of inspired by the Goldsey thing. You know what I mean? Like pull up something where somebody did an insult on somebody or something like that.
Just go to town.
It'll be a fun subject matter to talk about. And like me and you have to do shots during that segment.
Oh, I was good till the shots part.
Motherfucker, you came in here with the just the tip challenge. The tip challenge. You guys aren't supposed to know about that.
I'm not doing a weekly
one shot.
One shot. Yeah. But I'm still gonna sip the damn shot.
I don't care what it is, but the idea is you play the little fucking music for the the shots fired, and then you fucking play a siren or something, and then we pour shots and fucking we go into a segment. I don't know. Again, bro, when you come in here with the fucking potato chip that nearly fucking put me in a coma.
You were fine.
Compared to you.
You were happily giving them out at the next show.
Yeah, because whenever something bad happens to you, you want to see it happen
share
to
that
somebody
love,
else.
right? So
you're like,
it's not like I brought it in and was like, here, eat this. I did it with like I punished
you
myself
haven't
as
been
well.
there yet. But when your kids grow up, that's kind of like what parenting becomes. Is like you try to impart wisdom on your kids from your own experience, but they can't help but find out for themselves, like touching the hot stove.
Oh yeah.
And so just sitting back there and watching them going like, yeah, remember when I told you? Like it kind of sucks because you're trying to protect them from that.
No, dude.
But when they're arrogant and they're like, fuck you, I know better than you, and they go out and do it, and you're like, yeah, how'd that work out for you?
No, like the hot stove thing. That we had that happen with the fireplace.
Yeah.
They walked over and we're like, don't touch it. And we're standing there and just don't touch it. And
oh shit,
bam.
We got the fucking Jesus. Colby. That would be an interesting segment.
It'd be an interesting one, that's for sure.
Challenge, yeah.
Heather said that
the question
they
is
should pick the shot, and I'm thinking that's probably not something we want to give them power of.
No, probably not. Chichingo would be the
whiskey.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Seth said jalapeno pickle whiskey, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I choose light.
You pickle liquor. The question is, who has the bigger cup size for the just the tit challenge? I can't even say it. It does not roll off the tongue.
Huh? Who
is that where we're going? Me and you. Cup size.
Okay. I thought you were comparing.
Well, because
like,
I
Pam, and I was like, there's an
no,
advantage on this one.
No. Listen, I'm a dumb motherfucker. Full disclosure, I ain't that dumb. I ain't fucking bringing anybody. The options are me and you, and that's it. If I get sued, it's gonna be by, and I'll just present a bunch of evidence.
Be like scales in there, and
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
I've alienated him enough as it is just by telling him he's a good-looking dude. It's
but it's so fun to watch the awkwardness on his face every time. He's just like, son of a bitch.
You would think that it would be like, hey, man, like, this guy's 20 years younger than me. And it's like, all I'm doing is saying, like, wow, dude, you look so good that I wish I looked that good. And I'm fucking 20 years younger than you. You'd think that'd be complimentary, but he fucking squirms.
There's one word you said. This guy's 20 years younger than me.
Did I say younger?
Yeah.
Oh, I was doing it from his perspective.
The 20 years wasn't the problem.
Okay.
The guy. It's a guy saying it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I'm picking up what you're putting down. But that's the thing, though. He's still here.
Oh, Jesus.
There's one rule with men. One rule. If you fucking react to it, They're never gonna let it fucking go.
Yeah.
If it was just like,
and he's an oil field, he knows better.
and if he was just like, hey man, I appreciate it, it's very nice of you, chances are that would have went the fuck away and it never would have came up again. But if you let him know that it fucking bothers you, they can't help but come back around. There's this thing that fucking, I guarantee you, if Shannon's still watching, she's gonna be pissed. But oh well, because it's a perfect representation of the situation. One time we were playing a game and fucking somebody looked down and there was a card under Shannon's chair. And it was like, oh, Shannon, she was probably in fucking last place. Oh, Shannon's cheating. She's hiding cards underneath her chair. And she got so worked up and so defensive over it. And so when that reference came about again, same reaction.
Right.
Fucking just
Red.
Why you guys leave me alone? Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? That shit came up a bazillion more fucking times, and it never would have if she was just like, oh, that's funny.
Can't read the comments.
There you go. It's a little late, Jeff.
The problem is now,
you've
now
shown
that
your
comes
colors.
across as, please stop.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's like, can you please stop before my underwear tears? That's what you're asking for, essentially. Wedgies, bullies.
Yeah.
No,
I got the reference.
Okay. You looked at me like you didn't know where I was.
I just
going.
was not expecting you to go there. That's all. I was expecting you to start calling him good looking Jeff, like immediately.
Oh, okay. If you were gonna like call that out every time that you don't expect me to go somewhere, it's gonna be like 98% of the show content.
I mean, it's frequent. It's frequent. But you commented on my facial reaction to it this time.
That's fair.
So
to be
fair,
yeah, no, I'll give you that one. But here's what I tell people: I'm not boring. Say what you want. I'm not boring.
Depends. I could
Fuck you. You know I have control over your mic. That's the ultimate power in this situation.
Is it though? I could just take a nap. I like naps. Except somebody fed espresso martini to me before we started, so that's not.
I feel like we'd get the same amount of contribution out of you whether you were conscious or not. So besides that, we know that you have trouble falling asleep, so I'm not really that worried.
Who said I'm conscious now?
Hey, look at that.
I understood that reference.
A reference to our own conversation. Wasn't even a movie or a TV show. Everybody could get that.
Wow.
One. That was Jeff's big things. Like, I don't know the references. I don't know. I don't get it.
So he said a little too frequent, and I don't remember what that was referring to.
Then why'd you read it?
Because it got like likes and definitelys and comments on that. So I have no idea why he said that.
Probably just how often that I say about the things.
About what things?
The things that he's bringing back up, like that we would move past.
What?
That's the problem with the delay, though. He didn't know we moved past it whenever he put the comment in.
He thought it was perfect.
It was like, yeah,
he pulled the car over. He typed the text out. He hit send. He's driving. Now he's trying to find another place to pull over to be like, oh, damn it, Sam, I meant this.
Pull the Jeep over, put it in park, pull the seat back away from the steering wheel, put on his reading glasses. Fucking.
No, he's rocking his Hyundai.
Oh, is that your alternative vehicle?
I had no idea.
Oh, no.
It was a little car. I just saw a little car. Yeah. He's got like a gas saver that he drove down here.
So Jeep's not fuel efficient, huh? I know they're not aerodynamic, but they are
suck.
four bangers, aren't they?
No, the new ones are, well, the new ones, like 2008 till current, are 3.8 liter and a 3.6 liter six.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he said part of the Jeep's a manual.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
There we go.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be Hefe and Uncle Artie like you had hoped. You just connected him and Seth Jones.
That's all right. Seth's further away.
No, he's on his way to Maine. Jeff's going to be on his way to Maine with you guys for your little trip. And I did actually listen to the show.
Jeff's not coming.
You forgot.
He's got other plans.
Okay.
He's got other
plans. Not now. Not if he gets the wheel up in Connecticut with Jonesy. He's like, wait, hold on. Wait, no.
Let's go Jeeping
now. Let's go do it.
I think that was like the post-credit scene, the Brokeback Mountain. Just a wink. It's a Jeep thing.
It's hey. Oh, sorry. Hey.
That's what those two fingers are for. Oh man, we've definitely
like shit. Though.
We're sitting here talking about how appreciative we are of our very small audience,
and
we're
making
just
fun of them,
alienating,
which is why they're here. That's why they're here. They know better. Jones said good wheeling in Maine, so there you go, Hefe.
There you go.
Like, all right, I'm gonna stay at Corey's uncle's place up there, but I'm not hanging out with those people.
All right. This one. It's time for the cigar news, brought to you by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury. And as a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production items that you can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, and now custom rings, Tom will create something special for you or your loved one. Find him on the web at etsy.com/shop/Tom's Penworks. And as always, you can find the link in the description for this episode. I'm like He-Man, bro.
He's like, I'm ready for the buttons.
I'm like He-Man. I have the power.
I love that you feel like that's power.
I do, because that look on your face was all that I needed.
I was like,
what the fuck are you doing? That's all. I
knew it was the fast way to get the camera back the way I wanted.
Indiana Ortiz has announced she is launching her own company, Casa de Ortiz. The new company will release its first brand, Primavera, this spring. You know about the pasta Primavera? No. You'll get there. He doesn't know the whole poppy thing yet.
No. Yeah. Missing that one.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
Only it wasn't actually gold. It was just it's the only Seinfeld button I got.
I got it. Yeah. I understood that reference. And I
already pushed that button.
Yeah.
So limited options, Indiana is the daughter of Omar Ortiz and represents the third generation of the Ortiz family in the cigar business. The Ortiz family has its operations in Condega, Nicaragua, and Indiana will be working with her family, leveraging the expertise of her family. It seems a little repetitive, but okay, I don't write it, I just copy it. Prior to launching Casa de Ortiz, Indiana served as a general manager for Mombacho Cigars S.A. I tell you what, I've never heard of that company, but it's a cool fucking name.
Mombacho.
I was just going to say it. It's fun to say.
Mombacho.
Ooh, say it again.
Mr. Mombacho, completely fantastic. Oh, sorry.
Did you understand my reference? Say it again. Mufasa. Mufasa. The Punch Rare Corojo, a longtime annual release in the General Cigar Company portfolio, is returning in 2023. The line is returning with 9 sizes. That's not that limited. In the previous years, General had introduced a unique size for a particular year, but in this case, the 9 sizes are actually going to be all of the previously released sizes all at once.
Dun, dun, dun.
I still want to see that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. El Septimo has announced plans to open its 3rd cigar lounge. The lounge is being opened by Scott Miller and will be located in Tucson, Arizona. The opening, when I naturally pronounced it properly, but whenever I read it earlier, I'm like, Tucson, Arizona, where the fuck's that? It's a good on me for at least getting it right.
At least you got it right this time.
And I called myself out. The opening is part of the company's ambitious plan to open 30 cigar lounges. Hope they have better luck than you. It's complicated, that opening lounge is shit. Yeah, fucking inspectors.
There's some things that are involved there.
Plans are for El Septimo Tucson to open to the public February 14th, 2023. While they picked like an exact date.
Yeah.
What was yours? Do you know did you have an exact one?
No, I never had an exact.
I know it was the weekend of the event at Nelson's for Aladino, because I remember that being up in the air.
Yeah, that one was set out there.
Yeah,
there was one there.
J.C. Newman Cigar Company is planning to open a tobacco farm in Ybor City, district of Tampa, Florida. The location of the farm will be on a 10,000 square foot lot at 1509 East Columbus Avenue. This is across the street from J.C. Newman's I don't know if I know this word, Relo factory, and adjacent to the Sanchez y Haya property that J.C. Newman has acquired and is renovating into a hotel, restaurant, and cigar lounge. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Grow some more tobacco.
Let's put a farm right across in the middle of a city.
You know what we don't have enough of? Tobacco.
I mean, as a cigar company, that's something you're going to struggle with.
So it looks like Seth Jones has taken off. And Jeff says, see you, Seth Jones. I imagine he's already on his way up there right now, right?
Yeah, right.
He's not with his built-in Jeep navigation. He's definitely using Google Maps.
Yeah, but he's taking the wife's Jeep.
Does the wife have a Jeep too?
I think she's got a Cherokee or something.
Oh, yeah. I know Chris's fucking Jeep is way more comfy. For sure.
Yeah, but he gets 2. He's got a work truck, so he gets 2 crappy ones. She gets a nice one. It makes it fair. It's all about.
But he has a work truck and the Jeep and a car.
I don't know if he has a car.
Oh,
no idea.
You said you saw a little car. Hyundai.
That was Seth Jones.
Oh,
Seth Jones has the car.
I see. I see. I did not understand that earlier.
That makes sense now.
The dots were not connected. I thought you were talking about scales.
That's why you were confused.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Patty Cake said they're going to
Actually,
wear...
he did bring the Cherokee here. That's what he drove to here.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Patty Cake said while they're out in Vegas, should she wear her junkie shirt, see if they can meet any fans?
Yeah, wear it, but
I mean,
you're not gonna.
I doubt that you're gonna have the luck that I did, being that I was at PCA.
Yeah, I mean, like the people there are demographic. It was still impressive, especially for how early things were in the process at that point in time. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely surprising. And then Colby is concerned that we don't pick on her and Pam enough.
Oh well, there's a gentle fear.
Why?
I don't know, because there's like,
I feel like Pam would hurt me. She would like kick me with Das Boot.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Pam
it's
that scares me
because there's like.
I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, no, yeah, like the fucking eggshells are there, right? Like, as a dude that's my complexion, there's a certain number of people that you can pick on and feel like that you're in the safe zone, right?
Really? Have you never talked to them, though?
No, them. They're fine.
Then why aren't you picking on them?
Because, first of all, because I don't know them well enough to pick on them for anything, right?
Yeah, they don't come hang out with us enough.
I mean, they're fucking in the area all the time, and props to them for that. Mostly, I think because our experiences with them have all been so fucking incredibly positive. Because like they're trekking a long way or watching us from the fucking ocean.
You know what? Point made.
And cool shit. And then we haven't gotten to hang out with them as much as some of the other people on the show that we do pick on because we know more about them.
Yeah. So there's your reason, Colby.
That's right. You got to come to Junkies Camp and like hang out for a week, and then we'll be fucking with you all over.
Yeah, you and your silly hat. I was reaching for something there.
Okay.
I was just hoping. I mean, I can't pull one of those hats.
Actually, like, is there a hat?
She always wears like the golfer hat.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'll just try and find something.
Yeah, okay.
Something, and then Das Boot's gone, so I can't pick on
that golf shit.
You did not have a positive experience.
No. The sad thing is, it's not over.
No.
No, it can't be.
Why?
There's a certain amount of mingling and sucking up and fucking bootlicking and ass kissing that you have to do when you're in a corporation.
Bullshit. You heard free drinks.
They were not free drinks.
Oh, sorry. You heard free. Just that word is enough to get Corey to the party.
I had to pay $90 for a golf club. There was nothing free about that.
That was your own choices that did that.
No, free's the Christmas party. I'll be there for the open bar every fucking time.
No exceptions.
There was nothing free about that golf outing. No, but I figure, they're the people that you want to like have relationships with, if nothing else, like people that you want to get to know in other departments and shit, so that like if you move around or whatever, you have a general idea who you're hanging with and stuff. And the cigars help.
Yeah.
It does. Icebreaker. But I mean, it's still weather permitting and fucking all that shit. So what I'm probably going to do is I do know a couple of people that are golf enthusiasts. And the game plan is probably close to spring. I'll be looking for like a cheap used set on Marketplace or something.
Yeah.
So that I don't have to worry about breaking somebody else's shit. And like go out with somebody on a day where it's like, okay, we got all day. Teach me some shit.
Show me how to golf.
Because like I'd be like, hey, what do I do? And they're like, just don't think about it. And I was like, okay. And the fucking head of the club goes flying. And it's like, well, that didn't work.
Yeah, that was the wrong advice. I should have thought about that.
It could have been like, hey, your form is terrible. You're gonna fucking break that club. Nah, don't think about it. All right.
I never looked at how much golf clubs cost until right after you did that. I was at Dick's for something.
I bet you were.
And I'm walking by the golf clubs. I'm like, I wonder how much one. Jesus Christ! Like some of them are like $700, $800, $900 for one club,
bro. You know Jordan. Jordan's the guy that fucking popped in on you at the barbershop.
Yeah.
So Jordan has a $400 putter.
I don't understand.
A $400 putter.
Jeff
That's
said
the thing is because
best suited for a woman's set.
That was a woman's set. I fucking broke it.
Actually, Colby said she's got an extra set she can sell you.
There you go.
And it's a guy's one.
There you go.
Added that on at the end.
All right.
So there you go. And then, but you have to wear one of her hats while she teaches you.
No dice.
Come on.
I need the tan on my head to cover up the scars from banging my head off of shit. For a fucking bald guy, I've hit my head on a lot of stuff.
You don't have like
a short
sensors
for a short guy. So there's a two-part to it. For a short guy, I hit my head on an extravagant amount of things. But you don't realize how much that little cushion fucking offers you until you don't have it. And I don't know if it's because it's worse. The damage is worse. I imagine you get a little padding out of the hair, but also because like if you cut your fucking head and you have hair, you don't
just get a scab under it.
A little bit, and you don't know you don't see it.
Dude,
right?
and getting a cut on the head
Shit
bleeds so much.
Dude, look at the top of my head. It's like a fucking road map.
Dude, they bleed so. Oh, I see.
So many fucking scars up there.
But like any head injury bleeds so damn much. It's terrible. But now I actually believe that, like, you know, I'm walking, my hair starts to brush something, I stop.
Yeah, it's like
where you don't have
whiskers are for on like a cat, so they know how big the hole is they're trying to climb through.
That's what.
No. Yeah. Right.
No.
Yeah, I need an alternate.
I mean.
Yep.
No. Yeah. I feel
let's just pick up a random one.
Let's get this guy a fucking poppers.
Oh, actually, good point.
You got a poppers?
That's why I like them.
You got poppers on there. Yeah, that's cool. There's little doggies. No, not really.
No, not really. Still not a nippa guy, huh?
Here's the thing: if I had prepared properly and brought glasses in here, I'd say pour like a tiny bit in a glass and I'd try it before I wasted a whole beer.
Do you want to try it in your espresso? It's not going to make
not in there. No, I wouldn't mix it in that.
Okay.
What you can do is if you want to go in that cabinet right there and grab me like a shot glass, because the shot glasses are definitely not dusty. They're clean. I use those fuckers all the time.
I'm just trying to figure out how Pam took a nail to the head. Like, were you guys playing with a nail gun? Or like, how did that happen?
You're asking her? Your whole fucking, that's like your entire juvenile experience was like shooting your fucking friends with nail guns and shit.
Just don't worry about that.
Like, you're one to judge, bro.
I'm not judging.
You little fucking hooligan ass deviant friends and shit, like over there trying to murder each other. You're lucky you didn't end up in fucking jail for manslaughter is all I know.
Nobody died, I don't think. If they did,
nobody we remember.
Fucking Jimmy.
We're too busy drinking beer with puppies on the label.
Get this guy a fucking puppers.
Get him a puppers. Yeah. I do need some, like, the problem with the variety is like that you have to switch pages and shit.
Son of
and
a
it's like,
bitch.
And then the next one you want over here.
Buttons.
Well,
I feel like that would make you happy.
It's not about pushing the two buttons. It's about knowing where the buttons are and having the reaction time. We've already discussed.
I feel like you just need to sit here and like watch old episodes and drill yourself. Like, bam, bam.
Down.
Yeah.
It was close. It was a close button. I don't know. Some of them, they are a little repetitive, and I do need to just, like, if you got suggestions, give them to me. I'll just fill the shit in. And
no, it's more fun to like do them, and then you'd be like, that's a good one, and then never hear it on the show. Like, that's, I gain joy from that. I try and pick references just to see if it ever ends up as a button.
How many of you ever, oh, wait, like, for me to push the, I understood the reference button?
No.
Or to see if that button shows up?
Yeah, and there's been like
you
3.
make a button.
No, it's more fun when you do it.
You haven't even done a question of the day in like fucking 30 days.
What are those?
There is none.
I forget.
It's going to be the question of the week, hopefully someday.
Yeah, because question of the day was not well received, apparently.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is it very drinkable? Highly drinkable? Super drinkable? Highly balanced?
So it's a good, Shannon would like it.
Yeah.
It's light flavor. It's like citrusy.
Yeah.
But it's also very dry. Like a real dry champagne.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not bad.
I
still don't know if I want a whole one.
That's one of the few
that's
pure good. IPAs in my book. Like when I think of an IPA, that's the taste profile I think of, not the crazy like citrusy, orange, melon, whatever crap that they are. Like I like hazy IPAs, I like juicy IPAs, all that stuff. But like if somebody says I want an IPA, I don't think of this the same as I think of those at all.
It's nice. I still don't think I want a whole one, but at least not right now. After this, I'm supposed to drive some places, so
yeah.
Well, Shannon's out. If I'm either hanging out with her or bringing her back home.
Ah, gotcha.
And then the kid gets off of work at 9:00, and her knee's a little banged up, and I don't want her walking home, so I'll go pick her up in Betty.
Yeah. You just like driving the truck.
I do like driving the truck, which is actually part of, like, we were talking about that shit earlier of you hating the drives. And it's like, well, right now, all the drives are glorious because of the fact here's the beer of the week. Because of the fact that I like get to enjoy my new truck. And as much as I'm the kind of guy that like always needs a carrot dangled, like I need to have something to focus on to drive me through to the next whatever. I'm also not like a person that gets something and then immediately is like, yeah, I forget about it and move on. Like I do appreciate having that thing, the work that went into it. Like I'm grateful
That's what you
for
appreciate
it.
about it.
It is what I bring it back about 10%. But no, it's like fucking dude, my other truck, Black Betty, dude, fucking for a year I was probably excited because I was driving company trucks that were not like luxurious. They were nice trucks sometimes.
But they had nothing, no wow factor to them.
Yeah, it was like, man, it's so nice to be in my truck and know this is mine and have all these fucking features and shit. It was like really nice. And at least for a year, I was excited every day I stepped into that vehicle. Yeah. And that's going to be the same with this truck, except for it's going to stay nicer. If my retaining wall gets done and I can wash my driveway so I'm not dragging clay mud
I don't
into
think
it.
we've talked since you got the truck where you haven't brought that up.
The clay?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's rough.
It's driving you nuts.
Shannon, I'm like taking her out and taking the kid to the grocery store to work and shit. And it's like, hey, can you stay to the right at the bottom? Because if you go to the left, it looks okay, but it's pretty muddy. It's like pretty mucky. Like your feet are gonna be dirty. You're gonna get the floor mats a little bit dirty. That's fine. I can wipe that off.
Sludge on there,
but like don't bring big clumps of clay in. Yeah, but I am. So I'm not super bad, right? Like when you leave here, it's always, can I help? No, it's fine. Place is trashed. That's what we're here for, right? I'm not that kind of OCD.
Right.
But with the exception of one time, this is episode 50. One time have you come in here and had this garage not be perfect.
Right.
Like this fucker is, I finished cleaning the garage in the afternoon and Shannon will come down here for a smoke. It's like, okay, you know the deal. This ashtray and that ashtray, please. Not any of the ones on the table. Cause like I clean them for the show.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm such a fucking weird dude. The ashtrays she uses are not even on camera. They're on the other end of the fucking table. But it's like everything looks so nice and clean.
Make fun of you for it.
Everything's so nice and clean. I just like it to be that way when we start the show.
Like start off with a clean slate.
Yeah, and it's all cluttered and shit now. And it's like that's fine. It happens when we're going.
Oh, last week. Sorry, completely just different subject from what you were on.
Please provide content.
No, the reason I wasn't here last week was the boys' gymnastics competition.
I couldn't remember. I just remember you went somewhere for a family thing.
Yeah. So the first competition he went to, he did not do a single event. Like he walked from spot to spot with his team and then he just wouldn't do it. And he's 5. So like there's a lot going on. There's loud music. There's like 4 different competition areas. Like there's people everywhere. And it was just too much for him. So we were back and forth about the Erie thing. And we're like, well, what's the next one? And his whole team's going, but do we want to spend the money on hotel and like days driving up? And we're like, yeah, you know, like you got to give him the chance to fail. So we get up there, dude. He was a fucking rock star.
Oh, cool.
Like he did the warm-ups for the first event. And I looked at my wife and I was like, we can go home. I'm good. Like it's improvement. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But he ended up doing every event. Some he did decent at, some that's where there's room for improvement. Like,
right.
He did awesome.
Fortunately, there's no equipment to buy in gymnastics.
The fuck there's not.
No?
No. Dude, the mats are expensive.
Oh, you have to buy mats?
If you want them to be able to practice more than the 2 days a week he's there.
For home?
Yeah.
But it's like a one-time investment.
Yeah, well, and then, so the meats aren't cheap. You have to travel.
There's meat?
Yeah, I wish.
Dude, fucking nobody ever told me gymnastics and bacon. I would have been all on top of that shit.
Meat.
Donuts.
Oh, bacon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bacon's the one that comes to my head, but both are very, very appropriate. But no, like I think his gymnastics costume uniform, I don't know what to call it. I think that was like $250.
Holy fuck.
Like
it's spandex, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like get out of here with that shit.
But the book bag is badass. I will admit that. So the book
Dude,
bag,
like get out of here. That's bananas. That's why I couldn't put my kid in the hockey.
But they get everything has embroidered names on it, like all that stuff, and like Falcon Gymnastics. All
Kid's
that.
gonna fit in it for half the year.
No.
Freaking get a new
So
one.
we ordered his size, and the lady that owns the place called us, and she's like, "Hey, I ordered 2 sizes bigger, just because like this stuff will fit him for a while if you order it big." So like his pants are like this much too long on him. So you're hiking them up, rolling them up, hiking them up more.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's a favor.
Yeah. So
yeah, I still remember like that whole thing was deja vu with my son and hockey. It was like, I want to play hockey. It's like, oh, kid, if you spent more than like 3 minutes per session on your feet, I would probably be all about it. Like if you showed an ounce of talent for the game, like no offense, like I love you, buddy, but he's not an athletic kid, and even if he was, like that coordination was not there. Like we did the free program for my daughter, and she had fun, and then it was like, okay, moved on. So we did the free program for my son, and he really liked it. So we still had the equipment, so we like paid for some extra sessions and stuff afterward because the equipment still fit him.
Yeah.
But then after he grew out of the equipment, he was like, what do you want to do? Like soccer, football? What do you want? No, I want to play hockey. And I was like, oh, dude, I love you, man. But
yeah, hockey's a rough one.
If you were like really good at hockey, like we would have found a way. Like we would have lived without something.
We'd have made it work.
But dude, he was making snow angels.
That's the parental gamble, right?
Yes.
Like you want to give them opportunities to do things. But at the same point, like if I gave my son the opportunity to do gymnastics, I gave him the opportunity to do karate. He did karate for like 3-4 weeks, loved it, was amazing. Went in on like the 5th week and just wouldn't do it. And for 9 weeks total, we ended up paying for karate lessons, and he just pissed around. You know, most sessions we ended up, the instructor would just bring him up and he's like, hey, I can't babysit your kid. Like he's here for a lesson. Like I can't give him one-on-one, which I understand. But you know, karate's not a real expensive one,
right?
To start off,
to try, yeah. Thank God my son did not stick with hockey because I can't even imagine what size 15 fucking ice skates would cost.
Yeah,
holy shit, bro.
Well, and then Jeff just made a good point. He says, especially if you're a goalie, because dude, the pads and stuff they have to buy are psycho.
Because dude, there's like I look down the whole page is all shit that I haven't even seen.
Well, and then Colby said that Pam's Irish dance dress is $1,300.
Dang. Yeah, it's all right though. Like I pay a lot of money for my wife to be in some shit, you know, like in a costume.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit that we got her for we went to Chichingo and Patty's Halloween party, and she got that like we called it was probably more of like a German Oktoberfest kind. It could go both ways, but it was also supposed to be like the saloon girl. And I'm like, shit, we need to buy a couple more of those.
I like it.
Yeah. Wow, that was used. God damn.
I honestly don't think if you took everything out of my closet with the exception of my boots, you could make $1,300. And the only reason, like all of my clothes combined,
I don't think you'd make anything off of me.
I have 2 suits.
You'd be like, oh, shit, all smells and has holes in it.
Well, the only reason I say without my boots is, 10 years of working at Eastman, 2 pair of boots a year. I only went through like 5 pair while I was there. So like I got a stack of brand new Red Wings in the closet. So
I imagine our clothing is pretty similar, like nowadays, because my wife has been on the flannel train. She's like, "Hey, you got flannels at Sam's Club? I'll buy you some more." It's like, and it is nice because I do my own laundry because I'm so specific about my shit getting folded. But like the plaid stuff has gone crazy. Like it's half of my closet space now. It's like nice to hang it up or whatever whenever I do wash it. But I work 10 days in a row. So it's not like you got 5 things, wash it on the weekend, and then 5 things again. It's fine. Like I do having options is nice because usually when I do my laundry, it's on my days off.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have some options and shit. But like between the fucking boots, the Ariat jeans, and all the plaid I'm wearing, and the Junkies t-shirts, like what else is there? It's not a lot.
No, I
probably have more Star Wars shirts than you.
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet you got a lot more t-shirts and hoodies than I do just in general.
My hoodies have cigar burns in them.
I think I have 3 hoodies. Like that's it. But no, I really don't. I have a lot of Western cut shirts though.
Dress up night at Corey's. I'm down with that.
Do it.
I have a lot of coats.
See, I have exactly 2.
Because I'll see jackets and I'll be like, yo, that's a fucking badass looking jacket.
I don't care what it looks like. That's my problem. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's I wear my Carhartt for everything.
I got 2 Carhartts. I didn't pay for either one of them. Mm-hmm. I got them in the Boiler Makers Union. So it was like fucking freebies for Christmas or some shit. And that was 14 years ago. I still wear them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about a Carhartt too, is like You can't, even if they're dirty and they're beat up, like that's the look. It's cool.
It's like a pet though. Like it's a commitment when you get a Carhartt. Like you're keeping that a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you ever see like, I haven't seen it very much, but I feel like I've seen like a reel or something online, like girls dressed in like fucking Carhartt and shit. And, like it's a style choice. Like if you're in a certain area of the country, like that's the style choice, right?
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
and it's like
there's some women that can pull off a Carhartt too.
oh yeah, for sure. But I'm like, that shit's awful clean. You know, like it almost like dries. You're like, it's a little too perfect.
Like there should be paint on it somewhere. There's like some tar. There should be a dirt stain that just won't come out.
The tan one that I have, or the Carhartt Duck, has it still has an adhesive that we were using for a fiberglass job at a power plant in Ohio, like all over the belly. Like, but I feel like it improves the.
It's fine. It's part of it.
It's patina.
Yeah, it's patinaed.
It adds to the value.
So now that you've had another patina, what do you think?
That one wasn't a good experience,
really,
unfortunately. But I really feel like it was the palette for the day.
Okay,
and that's the thing is like
it's a little bit lighter than what you usually.
Yeah, you want to be able to go out in there and be like, oh, it was fucking great. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't great that day.
No,
but that shit happens with the fucking cigars that I love.
Yeah.
Like the last batch of the fucking vintage selection I got from you, I was like, "Hey, these are good. Like they fucking taste good again." Like the last couple rounds were amazing.
You took like a break from them, like a 2 month.
I did.
Break from them. Yeah,
and it's like there's factors. You got to remember that shit.
Well,
kids.
that's the thing. We're talking about the patina Connecticut. That's the same one again, but they've got Maduro, Sumatra, and I think Habano. So like, he's got a lineup.
Well, I mean, I was enthusiastic enough about it to be like, "Hey, get me some."
Yeah, like, oh, give me some.
And like, I wanted to give one to a coworker because it was like, I think this is up your alley. Like, this is I think it's a really good stepping stone for a transitionary cigar smoker.
I think that's a great way to get them from insidious to like full fledged, just premium.
It is like it's got some flavor to it, so it's not boring, because that's the thing you're getting out of like sweet tipped and infused stuff, even though it's generally not real strong. And you go, okay, I want to put you on like a real heavy cigar. You still want something that's going to keep them from being bored, right? Because they're used to getting so much taste out of a Java or an acid or something like that. Like there's added taste going in, so they have to have taste, I think, for it to be a cigar that's going to be a transitionary stick. And I think that's why patina is really good, because it's like, yeah, it's a shade and yeah, it's mild, but like the flavor's there.
Yeah, they're so fantastic. But I don't know. I think misconception is that acids are light. Like they're not. Like they're full, with or without the flavor. That some of those can be kick out. Like the Cubas.
Yeah,
they'll knock you out nicotine.
I've only had one or two, and I just hated it.
Yeah. See, that was like when I was in Afghanistan. That was my cigar.
Yeah,
like one after another, just Cubas. Before I got into like good cigars, and but like it amazes me. People are like, oh, they're so light. I'm like, you don't smoke them, like, because like you'll hear people say that, and it makes me almost want to go.
It's also a little hard to tell because you got so much like extra shit happening there, right? Like it's like a cover up.
But I'm saying nicotine wise, like
okay.
I was a 2 to 3 pack a day Marlboro Red smoker when I was in Afghanistan.
Were you inhaling the Cubas?
No.
Okay.
But when I would smoke a Cuba, I would flying high on
turn green.
Yeah, it was bad,
dude. I was like that. The only cigar that's ever been like really, really in my face that was a regular production, and you can't get that original blend anymore, was the Camacho Triple Maduro.
Right.
Loved that cigar, but holy shit. I remember I was smoking one on a Littlefield job site one time, went down the Lease Road and was like, things are chill, I'm gonna smoke a cigar. And then it was like, I gotta like go get my numbers. So you start smoking a little bit faster. It was like, fuck.
Too much.
Yeah, dude. Look like Slimer.
I've had a decent amount of cigars that like, I'm gonna try and just like hammer this, real quick and be done with it, that have given me like not like the stomach turn, like that full, like, okay, this is too much.
Pressure on the chest?
Yeah. But they've gotten me close enough that I'm like, all right, I'm stopping. So they weren't the all-in-one hit kind of ones like that.
I've had cigars that have had to like put down and go, okay, I should probably eat something.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like for the most part,
especially when you're drinking too.
Yeah,
you know, you got a little bit too much intake going on. It's like I should probably balance this out.
Yeah, you don't realize you haven't eaten in like 5-6 hours, and you're smoking, and it's not. You know, the last thing you ate was like 3 gummy bears and a glass of scotch.
It's an interesting combination.
You didn't understand that reference.
I did not.
It's Archer.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah,
I did like that show, and I watched quite a few seasons, but I fell off.
I bought a duplex years ago, and my nieces were going to help me like do some just tearing up the floors and stuff. And my wife was like, "All right, I'm going to run out for lunch. You know, what do you guys want?" And I was like, just, you know, bottle of scotch and some gummy bears, and I'll be good. She laughs, my buddy laughs. End of it. Like 2 years later, my nieces remember this, and my sister ends up getting me scotch, gummy bears, and a season of Archer for Christmas.
That's funny.
It was like, yes.
I thought you were gonna say pizza, and then everybody laid around and went, "Oh
No,
like fucking." There are things you don't eat when you're doing a job. You don't eat heavy food, like a light sandwich and shit's okay, but like a real heavy burger, like we dude, guys would run on the job site and go get food, and they'd come back with flamethrowers from Dairy Queen. And it's like the rest of your day's over.
Yeah, you're done. No, what was Rudnick's? Did you ever hear of Rudnick's?
Yes, but I don't remember what it is.
It was, so they had a burger that was like that big around.
Okay.
Like bun, everything was huge, so that thick. It was basically you're eating a personal sized meatloaf. Not even personal sized meatloaf. You're eating a meatloaf. Yeah. And they were actually good, but they were like $7 or $8. So when we'd have like work days and stuff like that, it was right around the corner. So we'd cut it into like sixth.
Yeah.
And that would feed 5-6 people. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot of food.
Dude, it's a problem too if you're feeding on a company credit card, because you buy a lot, and then everybody's just like, you got about an hour of digesting, and then the next hour is everybody fighting over the porta john, and then, you know, recovery, and then everyone leaves.
Yeah.
It's like, when I was running a job site, it's like, unless we got a lot of time, we're not doing lunch, guys. Eat when we're done. Sorry. But like, as soon as you do food, first of all, you're losing a guy for an hour to send him to go get food.
Right.
Then you're down. And then once you come back and everybody eats, the whole crew's done for the rest of it. You ain't getting anything done. You might like walk out there the last half hour and go like, okay, this is what we're going to do tomorrow. Move some things around in the position, but that's it.
Just make it look.
You're done.
I used to hate that at Eastman. Like we try to do pizza pretty often because people like pizza.
It is good.
But the problem is
hand food.
I'd order 25 pizzas for 40 guys and they'd eat all of them. And then it's like, my boss would be like, oh, we got to get them going. I'm like, they're not going to move, man. Like, you just put 3 pounds of cheese into each guy with dough and sauce. Like, it's done.
Oh, we ordered pizza last night at work. And so like the end of the shift, I always have to hassle my guys to turn in their equipment inspections. And then like a guy comes and get garbage bags to take the trash out and shit. And like I went and was trying to be cool and like personal disclosure to everybody. I'm like, okay, I put the garbage bags in this room and you guys just leave your stuff in here and I'll come get it because you do not want to be anywhere near my office right now.
So we ordered
There
pizza.
is zero ventilation and I am lactose intolerant. Like, shit's peeling in there, guys.
Not
like,
great.
don't go in.
Yeah, just let it go.
Like, I'd be sitting in there and be fine, but then I'd go out to do something. I'd come back and be like, "Oh man,
yeah, the walking around, push
dude."
things
You know
around.
what? When you're hitting yourself in the face, you're like, "Oh, dude, that's bad."
What did I do? What did I do? I deserve this. I deserve this.
All I know is it's like one of those days. Here we go. Like, I better take a shit before I go home because my wife is not going to be happy about this. Like, ain't no way I could go to bed until I go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
I've had her come into the bed and like come in and be like, "What the hell?" I've actually had her come in and be cool until she gets into the bed.
Oh, like let the covers up.
She's like, "Oh, I'm like, I'm sorry. There was like a half hour ago. I forgot all about it. You just released it." And she's like, "Well, next time, like, wave the covers
Waft it out.
around."
You're like, definitely not. Now that I know that has that effect, that's it. So we are holding that in.
Well, let's talk about the events this week.
Ooh.
Wednesday, January 25th, Cigarro Monte Cristo Lincoln Memorial Humidor Reveal at Cigarro in Hubbard, Ohio from 7 to 9 p.m. All attendees are entered to win a door prize, which is a wooden humidor with Monte Cristo cigars, and all attendees will receive a house cigar to enjoy. I assume most people will enjoy it. Not necessarily everybody. That's a generalization that I think is a little too broad. Thursday, January 26th, also. Or no, it's the day after. Yeah. There were multiple things that were lined up, but they got erased. January 26th, the Oveja Negra event at Smoke in Bridgeville. Food for the event supplied by Chauff's Cafe in Bridgeville as well. Saturday, February 4th at Nelson Laguasto's Cigars in Greensburg, Don Kiki and Karen Berger Cigars event. The event is part of their 10th anniversary, 2013 to 2023. If you can't count to 10, I'll help you out. Series of events. Join them on Saturday, February 4th, and meet Bruce Bush, seen in the photo above. I don't know. There's no photo.
Don't meet him there. You guys can meet him here on the Junkies on the 3rd.
There you go. Well, cool. I'll fucking leave that one go. Blah, 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 blah.
By the way, Corey just found out that we're having a guest on February 3rd.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're smoking next week, let alone fucking what the hell is happening next month. Saturday, February 11th, Leaning House Valentine's Party at the Polish Club in Bloomfield. More details to come, but I'm going to call it the Ain't No Sunshine for Valentine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like that's your 1-year anniversary of meeting Dave and Patty, isn't it?
It will be, yes.
Yeah.
The St. Patty's, actually, it's kind of funny because it's all around the Leaning House stuff. So that's the 1-year anniversary of meeting them. The St. Patty's Day party is where I met Dave at the Leaning House 2 years ago, almost. And I feel like, so episode count's a little bit off somewhere. First of all, there's a show.
Yeah, we're missing something.
There's some things missing. Like, for sure, we should be there. But I feel like our 1 year's got to be like somewhere. We got to pick a date.
It's like next week.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think we just started in January.
It was January for sure.
We did one or two shows before our birthdays.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know it was in January for sure, but I don't remember how early in January.
Yeah.
So I could probably look at some data.
I think we originally met in December. No, we met after. We met early January.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Which is why it took a little while
to actually
line everything out.
When we're doing whatnot.
But like essentially, one of these days is our anniversary. I don't know what. We're both the dude in the relationship. Nobody knows what the anniversary is.
Scale said always shit on the clock when you're at work. Like always shit.
Oh yeah.
Because boss makes $1,
I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Damn Skippy.
That's often more than once.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's see. Do I have to? Yeah,
anytime cheese is involved.
Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do it once or twice. And sometimes come home and do it again. Why not?
Do you have that guy on your crew that is always in the bathroom?
I have the guy that when I need him is always in the bathroom. Lately, it's actually, no. The guy that I need lately has been my tractor driver. He's always smoking. And for some reason, he's like out in the smoke area. And there's a speaker out there to where you can hear the intercom when we're calling for him. But it's like, you got the door closed. It's like, you need to crack that door, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we can't keep doing
I don't care that you're out there.
We cannot keep doing
But I need you to come whenever it's time.
We've had like downturns where, all the guys just have to labor because there's maintenance being done on the mill.
Right.
We do like a week of that during the year. And the craneman's the only guy that actually does his regular job. Everybody else is doing bullshit work. So it was like he mostly just gets to chill until he's needed.
Yeah.
But there was a time it's like fucking that guy was in the bathroom for like 45 minutes before I needed him. Then I called for him and he wasn't there. And it's like, oh yeah, he's like hanging out in an adjacent department. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I didn't have a guy on my crew, but the guy who ran the other half of the crew, he had one on his that was just like always. Like he spent all day in there on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, thank God you've got a union protection."
I can tell you this right now: anytime I go into the restroom and sit down, there's a 50% chance I'm going to hear on the speaker Corey Banks.
Yep.
And like it used to be, like try to wrap it up, hurry up, get done, get out there. And I'm like, he wants some stupid bullshit, anyways. I'm just gonna fucking finish my shit, go over and be like, I was shitting. What do you want?
Let's we had a set of filters at Eastman called Fundas, and like Famunda cheese, but Funda.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime somebody call and you
the Funda from down under,
yeah. Anytime somebody call you on the radio, if you were in the bathroom, you just be like, "Hey, I'm dumping a Funda. What do you need?" Well, everybody knew, like, okay, you're good.
So the cell phone service in the mill is super spotty at best, but there's zero in our bathroom that's close to the mill. So I can't even like shoot a text and be like, "Yo, I'm in the restroom. What's up? Should I fucking wrap it up and get out there?" Like, there's just you're in a dead zone,
Yeah,
for more than one reason.
No, I'm one of the dude. If it's bathroom time, I'm not wrapping it up. Like it's either go no go.
In my circumstances,
Yeah,
there could be like some reasons to rush.
There.
Well, not only that too,
I feel like
but
we should stop talking about
yeah.
shit.
So, I mean,
I just realized
I feel like it's on brand.
We're like 20 minutes into pooping.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because this started as one of those shows where I'm looking at the clock going like, yeah, we're not going to fill it. And then I looked up. Well. No, at the beginning it was like it was a little fucking.
Yeah.
What are we going to do for the next
hour? There's a lot of why you
got
to be so fucking awkward, bud.
And then I'm looking at the clock going like, oh shit, like we're going to have to wrap pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm. So my cigar held up great. When I pulled the wrapper or the band off, I was just too aggressive, so I ended up pulling part of the wrapper. And now that I've gotten to it, it's just blowing up. But it's all me. Like I know I was.
Oh my! That's what my wife
aggressive
suggested.
On it. I did not realize till right now that inside the band there's like, look at that. There's dialogue in there. It says meeting new people, having fun, helping others. Thank you. Share your Los Caidos photo today. Stay connected at # Los Caidos Cigars.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know how people like give you a receipt and it's like, hey, there's a link on the bottom of the receipt. If you give me a good review, like fucking I could win a thing. And it's like, you were great, but I am not going to do that.
Uh-oh.
Like I could have all the best intentions of the world. There's no way that I'm pulling out this receipt when I get out of here and going to a URL and fucking rating.
You're lucky that I even took the receipt out of your hand. Like, dude, trash can's right there for you. It's over here for me.
And what a waste, right? Like fucking, you need the more places should have the print receipt as an option because there's so few purchases that I ever make where I want a receipt. Well, they're like fucking Mitch Hedberg. Like, you want a receipt? It's like, when you buy a donut is the fucking thing. Is like, you want a receipt? It's like, I cannot imagine a situation where I would need to prove that I bought a donut.
Right. Like, nah, I'm good. No, I like Home Depot and Lowe's have it. They have it set up.
Email.
So Lowe's,
if it's important, you get the email.
Yeah, but like Lowe's, it knows your credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you swipe my card at Lowe's,
Depot's the same.
Somebody else. Well, for me, I use the app for everything.
Yeah.
Because I got Pro Extra and military discounts. So you have to scan the app every time.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, it's real easy. But yeah, just always send me an email from Lowe's, Home Depot. And I have it set up where it comes in and it goes straight to a mailbox and I don't have to touch it or deal with it. And come tax time, it'll be easy.
Fuck yeah. No, I do the same thing. Home Depot, if it recognizes the card, the first time you do it, you have to fill it out. And then after that, if you use the same card, it'll offer you, do you want to send an email to this address? And the option is either I want 0 receipt or send me the email.
Yeah.
Because chances are, most of the shit, if it's little stuff I don't give a shit about, fine. But it's like, yeah, if I'm buying a tool or an appliance or something like that, it's like, yeah, I might have to bring this back. Just shoot me an email. Because anytime you've ever pulled out a receipt that you did need to take back to Home Depot, what happens? They're always like wore out and you can't read them.
Right.
Oh.
I got an idea.
Write this down.
Yeah.
I feel like Jeff Scales should probably get part of the credit for this one. Am I on the money there at all?
Yes.
All right. It's been done, but not that terminology. But I know that there was like a Chinese food style cookie. They had a fortune in it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the horoscope.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's like, okay, I got an idea what you're going for there. I got a branch off of it, but I'm a fan. I like it.
Another Simpsons reference for me.
I'm gonna try and get home and
there's
smoke another one of my
Halloween horror one where he's like the fucking horoscope. It's like, you're gonna die today, and he's like, ooh, that's oddly specific. And she's like, that can't be right. And she looks at hers and it says, your husband's gonna die today.
Like,
and then he like leaves and the tree falls over, but just misses his car. It's like, stupid horoscope. And then he drives past another thing, like a wrecking ball hits the car, destroys half the car, but he's fine. He's like, stupid horoscope. Then a pickaxe flies through the windshield and nails him in the forehead. Stupid Boroplope. Because it's in his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. And he eats the broccoli and chokes to death on the broccoli because Marge makes him eat it.
Yeah.
And he dies. And fucking the Dr. Hibbert comes in. He goes, another case of poison by broccoli. And she's like, it's poison? He's like, oh yeah, it tries to warn you itself with its terrible taste.
Dude, my son destroys broccoli. Like,
that'll make you fart.
Dude, he'll eat an entire bag of steamed fresh broccoli.
Yeah.
every time we make it. And like by himself. Every other veggie, we make one bag. It's good for the family. But the broccoli, he crushes it. And I'm like, where the hell I hated broccoli until I was like 30.
And it's got to be right.
Like, well, and that's the other debate. Because I make broccoli in the pan and I leave it kind of crispy. Where my wife steams it and it gets nice and squishy.
Squishy's good, soggy's bad.
Yeah, well, and that's where the steam fresh is kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
If you want to win every time, get the steam fresh that has the cheese in it.
Yeah. Yeah, we eat enough cheese in our house. We do not need to add any more.
Nah. It's not a problem for me. See, cheese is like the healthiest thing I can eat because it's a guarantee that anything else that I eat in that time span, it's an auto evacuation.
Dude, no.
I eat whatever I want as long as there's dairy in it.
We probably go through 12 to 14 pounds of cheese a week minimum.
Jesus. Or should I say Jesus?
Well, I mean, you figure I eat about a pound of cheese a day.
What?
Yeah.
Why? You like cheese?
There's no better food, and it's easy. You just grab it and you cut and bite and cut and bite. But that's 2 meals for me.
Okay.
Yeah, see, nope, I'm good.
I would have very unhappy people around me if I ate that much cheese every day.
But like, I feel like I'm at the point in my life that if I stop eating cheese at that quantity, then when I eat anything without eating cheese, I'll be like you.
It's just going to fall out of you.
Yeah. Like the cheese is the only thing holding me together right now.
It's the duct tape.
It's the bubble gum on the leak of the Hoover Dam. Like,
yeah, dude, you fucking grab an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's and hand it to me. I could almost just throw it in the toilet. It's almost the exact same time
why
frame.
is this whole episode about poop?
I don't know. You went on the cheese, bro.
Dude, make sure write that down for the episode name. Like this is a shitty episode.
And shit or get off the pot.
Shit or get off the pot. Los Caidos. Hey, Steve Zango, enjoy your shout out on this.
Enjoy your publicity, sir.
Sorry about your luck.
Yeah. Maybe we could be like, we just call it something like nondescript. They won't know until they listen. Like, smoke this shit.
Oh, yeah. And that's why you do you.
It's ironic. We should have did this with a fucking one of Lee Marsh's cigar.
Why?
Say the name.
Stop.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Took you a minute on that one.
So, yeah, porcelain throne. I got you.
It was all there. You just need to put it together. Some assembly required for that joke, I guess.
No, I should have got that. That's all on me.
Fair.
Thank you for trying to give me an out, though.
I did.
But no, I deserved that one. I got that. That was bad. I should have got that reference.
All right, what else we got in the fucking old show notes? We had a decent number of people. Probably most of these guys are gone by now. Sam might have kicked them.
Still there.
But if you're still out there, welcome to the group. Angela Alderman Scoggin, Ryan Muggles Cigars, Douglas Hoover, David G. Black, Barry Karlitz, Mace Tallarico. I didn't know that's a cool fucking name.
Right?
Don Bell, Gino Miller, Steel Horse Cigar Company, and Perfect Ash. There is no participation trophy. I just didn't delete the one from before.
Okay. Did you do that one last week?
I think so.
Okay.
If it wasn't the time you were here, then yeah. Yeah. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Steel Horse Cigar is gone. And
if you want to know what we're smoking next week, you can ask Sam because I don't know.
Yeah. I'll post the banner.
I think we've actually already had a show titled The Shit Show.
We did,
Jeff
actually.
Scales. Thank you for the offer, but it's out there.
Yeah, we actually did do that one.
Yeah, it's probably come up more than a few times, and I was like, I already used that.
At least a few. What's today's date?
Lots of shit off the rails, stuff like that. 120.
Today's the 20th.
Aye.
I don't think we have a banner for next week. I'm gonna look.
We barely had a banner for this week.
Oh, shut up! I got it up in time. That's what she said.
Damn.
Haha.
Actually, she wouldn't say that.
No, she'd be nice about it. She'd pretend like it was.
No.
Okay.
But you said I got it up in time. She would not say that. He would. Say
she would
that.
confirm. She'd be like, "Yeah, it was in time."
Yeah. Well, and that's when she's charitable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything scheduled for next week, so I skipped that one.
We have nothing.
No, I missed that one.
Oh, okay. Well,
but we do have
fucking leave it to Sam to come back and have no preparation.
On the 3rd of February, we have Bruce Bush going to be on the show, and on the 17th,
I'm not drinking Bush beer. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
I'm not that committed to the gimmicks.
And he'll be here live. Ooh. And then on the 17th, we're going to have Steve Saka. He will not be here live. He is.
Yeah, he's way too good for that shit.
Well, and then that's dude, that's the Friday before TPE. So, like, I can't believe he's going to do it.
I mean, all you got to do is hold up a thing. It's not.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a busy time. But you know what? As long as he's been doing it, he's probably just like, hey, guys, we got an event. Just do the thing that we do. Click.
Yeah. I feel like that could be a fun show. Sokka's like a little bit of intimidating guy, right? Because he is so big and so well known. But at the same time, like he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lead into that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Very much. Very much.
So, and that
we're going to be like, all the shit, like, and Steve will speak his fucking mind.
I know.
But like usually the guys are on the other end going like, I don't think I want to say that shit.
He's just gonna be like, oh no.
We're gonna be like, this is your fucking time, bro.
This
like,
is the show for you.
Whatever you got to say, get him.
No, I chose the Umbagog just so I wouldn't forget to talk to him about his story about the Doombagog.
Oh, look at fucking Jeff Scales fucking pulling into people. We try not to do repeats, but you know what? Fuck it. Jeff Scales gets a participation trophy of the week.
Damn it. It's gonna be the prettiest trophy we ever made.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good looking at least.
Yeah. Fucking silver fox instead of a grasshopper. Instead of the golden grasshopper, he gets the silver fox trophy. I do with
that, Joe. Look, I will say Corey has 99.9% of the stuff that happens on this show. It's him. The participation trophy, that's all me. Mm-hmm. I don't even send them to you anymore for approval. I'm just like, I'm putting a helicopter on
but I just gave you all the groundwork.
I know. But like,
I just gave it all to you.
I know, but I'm like,
it's gonna. I tell you right now, he thinks he's got something original going on. It's gonna be a silver fox in a Jeep.
Nope.
No.
No. Remind me to tell you after. But no, like the Ryan Senna guy, I threw the helicopter on there for him. I think Seth Jones, I gave him the steering wheel.
Yeah, and then fucking my favorite was Heather's.
She was holding the sausage. Yeah. She had a silly sausage.
The silly sausage on there. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, just
good time.
A little accoutrement.
Yeah.
So
there'd be a silver trophy with fox on it for sure.
Nope.
No, come on.
Nope. No.
Really? You can't incorporate my idea.
We'll discuss afterwards. You'll be happy with it.
I got nothing else. You got anything?
No, literally nothing else.
All right, join us next Friday at 6 p.m. when we'll be smoking a mystery cigar.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll do another mystery episode for our fucking anniversary or some shit.
I dig it.
Save the thing.
Salud.
Bye.